We're back, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So good to be here again. Like
after a long time.
Yes, after a very long time.
Yeah.
And this is to celebrate maybe
Yes.
our 6-month anniversary.
We are 6 months old.
Seems like yesterday, like when it all started. But thank God for bringing us this far. So we decided to make this video to tell you guys 6 things that we have learned in the past 6 months.
I will say 3. You will say 3.
And I will say 3, making
6 things we learned in the journey so far.
Yes, and this is not to say that we don't know these things before. We knew them before, but it is just like exactly practicality. Yes, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Can say that again. Okay, so I think
you knew the theory before.
Yes. Okay, so I think
who will go first?
Mini, money, father has a donkey. Ladies first. Okay, I actually wrote mine down because I didn't want to forget. So I'll be looking. The first thing is that never pay attention to or read meaning to everything that your spouse does. Like my own kind of person, any little eye movement, any little body language, I tend to read meaning to it. But I got to realize in marriage that if you read meaning to everything that your spouse does, in fact, you just get frustrated. Especially if you get married to someone like my husband, you will just be frustrated, really. If you read meaning, in fact, when you are fighting, you'll be laughing. And you'll be like, what's funny? Like, I don't understand. So I've just learned that not everything this is personal to us. So we're not saying that it's the same thing with you guys. It's just personal to us. So I've learned that whenever he does some things, just let it slide, just let it go. So that's even giving me peace of mind. Like I've had peace not to read meaning to everything. And the second thing is that never think.
Let me say my own first now.
Okay, say one of. Okay.
So guys, the first lesson I learned. Actually, I learned many lessons, but for now, I'll just share 3.
Okay.
The first lesson is responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, before I got married, people used to say that if you are not married, you are not responsible. You know, those days I used to, no, I'm responsible. No, don't tell me I'm not responsible. I'm responsible, man. No. But it is now that I realize that it's actually true.
Is much.
Responsibility. That responsibility in marriage is the practical aspect of when you say you're not responsible. It's very true. So the responsibility is not only in the financial aspect alone. I mean, in all areas.
Yeah.
You have to be responsible to the point that if God or anybody come, like husband will come and
give account.
Come and give account
of everything. Should be able to say
exactly. So that's the responsibility part. So it's really it's real. It's real. Responsibility is real.
But can I add to what you have said?
Yeah.
And this is not to say that if you are single you are not responsible. No. But marriage comes with a lot of responsibility and it makes you more responsible. Okay, so it means that there's another person in the picture that you have to look after. Do you understand? It's like you are now the head of something. Because when you were not married, you were just all by yourself. Nobody to be accountable to. Probably you were accountable to your spiritual fathers and all. But this time, there's somebody you just have to be accountable to the person. You have to look after the person, watch out for the person, provide for the person. Do you understand? It comes with a lot of responsibility. So this is not to say that when you're single, you're not responsible.
And I want to add something to your first point.
Okay.
I did not really mean to.
Everything, yes.
I remember one day that in my mind, I didn't really mean maybe my mood or something.
Yeah.
Maybe my mood wasn't okay. Just a little bit, for a very short period of time. I started saying, hey, what is it? I was like,
what's wrong with you?
I was
Are
like,
you
no,
okay?
I'm fine. There is nothing. I'm just trying to think of something.
Oh my god.
I'm fine. Don't read any meaning to I'm fine. Like I'm fine.
Yeah. because the usual him is always very lively in the house, and when I just see he keeps mute like that, I'm like, are you okay? Is there any problem? But I've just come to realize that once it's like that, I beg make everybody just they do their own. When he's ready, he will just come around. So that's it. So the second thing for me is that don't never think. Okay, so the second thing is that never think the marriage is all about you. Like, for instance, the lady. This is pertaining to the lady now. It might relate to the guy too, but personally for me, for ladies, don't think that the marriage is all about you. He must provide for you. He must care for you. He must ask you if you are fine. He must say I love you every time. He must buy you gifts. He must be the one doing everything. The marriage is not all about you. It's two people like in the journey, and it's do me I do you. Do you understand? As he's caring for you, you have to care for him. As he's babying you, you have to baby him too. As you are giving him food, but sometimes he has to give you food too. So it's a 50-50 thing. I'm not saying that the rights are equal, do you understand? But because you're married to your friend, you're married to somebody that you can always talk to, someone you can always relate to, the marriage is not just all about you. Do you understand? So don't feel like when you're married, in fact, just cross your leg and then they'll be doing everything for you. No, it doesn't always happen that way. So that's the second thing for me.
So my turn.
Okay.
Number
two.
Number two for me is you have to be intentional.
Yes.
Like intentional.
Very intentional.
When I mean intentional in everything. Intentional about the happiness, the joy in the family.
Yes.
There are so many things that, in fact, not even something happening presently, like something that have happened before that you can think of that can just
I can take your balance, like.
But if you are intentional about it, like no, you just have to leave those things aside and bring back the usual joy in the family. And when I mean intentional too, you have to be intentional about spiritual aspect too.
Yes,
it's very important because these days a lot of busy schedule like that. You wake up, tasks are always already full up. You may not have the time to do your devotion together, but if you are intentional, even if you miss the morning devotion,
you do it at night.
Can do it at night.
Yeah.
So you are praying together and all that, doing stuff together. Like I remember when we first got married, I was like, I've had it in like my own. I've determined in my mind that we are going to do everything together. Everything together. So even my finances, my work, my wife knows everything. Even my work, she's my personal PA.
PA that you are not paying.
You are not doing your work well.
Can you imagine? See, let's talk for another day. Like I cannot just deal with that right now.
So she's my personal PA. She knows everything. If a client is frustrating my life, she knows she's the first person out there. So
okay, so I think I have something to say about that. Being intentional is a lot of work, in the sense that it also means determination. Being determined that this thing must work. Either you are feeling fine, you're not feeling fine, you feel like it, you don't feel like it, you must do it. Like you must do it. Those beautiful marriages that we see out there, they don't just happen with magic. They work for it to be as beautiful as we are seeing it on social media and all. So you have to be intentional. Do you understand? Very, very intentional. Like sometimes I don't feel like shooting videos. Sometimes I don't feel like doing any skits. Sometimes I don't feel like taking pictures. But because it spices up the marriage, it keeps the bond between I and my spouse. Like it makes him smile. I always like to it makes him happy. So I'm just like, even when I don't want to, like this morning now, I'm just like, okay, let's just do it. I've been procrastinating where we're going to do the
So
video.
in a nutshell, we are intentional about making videos for you.
Yeah. Okay. So the third thing for me is that not everything about marriage will be told you, or will be told Oyinbo is failing me. Sorry. It's not everything in marriage that people will tell you about, like your counselors. It's not everything that you'll be told. So many things. Sometimes you have to learn some things by yourself. You have to unlearn some things, some mentality that you have had before, probably from your parents or from things that you have watched from Nollywood that they have boboed you. You just have to unlearn some things. It doesn't always work that way. You just have to, day after day, you have to learn and unlearn some things. They're not going to sit you down and tell you everything. In fact, out of 100% counseling that we did, we've more like 60% we are learning ourselves. Our counselor tried, in fact, top notch, but what do you call it? You have to learn and unlearn some things by yourself. So you can't just stop there what they have taught you at your counseling session. You have to listen to seminars. You have to probably follow a marriage counselor. You have to study the word of God. In fact, that is the manual that carries everything about marriage. Do you understand? So that's the third thing for me.
And the last thing for me,
yes.
Probably the last thing if I remember anything else.
Okay.
So probably last thing for me is that you have to talk through and let go. When I wanted to say let go. So but I remember that it's not always good to let go alone without talking about it.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to communicate. Yeah.
And let go. When we first started, I can something can be in my mind for hours. Like I would just like once she bring it up. When she like if she bring it up now and like I'll just be reacting to it like sometimes I feel like leaving the house, like maybe if I even go out maybe she will understand. But later I realized that your wife may not know what is grieving you. So you just have to talk about it and talk it through. Then you have to let go. Meaning that don't make reference to it.
Some other time.
Do you remember that's how you did the other day? That's how you did. No, don't make reference to it. Just let it go. That is is it forgiveness?
Yes, forgiveness. Yeah, let's say forgiveness. That's like the easiest word we can relate with.
So just let go.
I think that's the 6 for now. Let's just leave it at that, so this video is not too long.
So let us know what else you want us to talk about. Abi?
Maybe. Yes. Okay, maybe. Yes, if there's any other thing that you want us to talk about, if we can, or questions that you have for us that you want us to answer, you can just put it in the comment section. Yeah. Then we'll just make a video and answer all your questions.
Are you sure you answer all their questions?
Yeah, the ones we can answer by the grace of God we'll answer, and the ones we cannot answer, yeah, we'll leave it. We can't let out everything here. So this is me saying thank you guys for subscribing. To all our subscribers, thank you so much. Like, we have reached 100 subscribers and I'm just so grateful to God. Like, I'm so grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, so thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Please don't stop liking, don't stop sharing, don't stop subscribing. Yes, just click the subscribe button. It does not bite. Just
And if you're watching for the first time, my name is Kehinde Odeshola, and this is my lovely wife,
Oluwanifemi Aya Odeshola,
aka Nurse Odeshola.
Can you imagine? Yeah. So yes, and aka Mastermind.
Yeah.
Babe, stop. What's that? All right, guys. So
see you guys.
Thank you guys for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.